Good morning and welcome to another edition of Web Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm Jason Douglas, the Online Marketing Manager here at Spyder Online Marketing. This week we're kicking off a two-part series discussing Google Analytics. This week I'll be talking about why you want to use Google Analytics, and next week we'll be digging deeper into it and sharing some screenshots and showing you what exactly I see when doing analysis for clients. So let's get started. Again, I have clients ask me all the time, why do I need Google Analytics? What can it tell me? The answer is the information available to you is endless. I just want to explain a few basic things that help people get started on the right foot in understanding Google Analytics, because it can be a little overwhelming for people that are new to it. Let me talk about a few statistics to look at when viewing your analytics account. First one is average time on site, which simply put is how long a visitor has been on your site throughout any pages, as long as they didn't leave in between. Otherwise that would be another visit. Average pages for a visit is how many pages that visitor viewed. So commonly you see something 2 to 5, which means they viewed either 2 pages or 5 pages. Depending on the site size you have, whether it's a small site, 10 to 20 pages, or larger than that, dictates whether 2 pages per visit or 5 pages per visit is a good or bad metric. Bounce rate is another common statistic, which is also known as a one-page exit. For example, when a visitor clicks on an organic link and they end up on your home page, if they don't like what they see, they're going to leave your site. They didn't view any other pages, which is essentially the one-page exit, and they bounce. When you see exit percentage, it's very similar to a bounce rate. However, this means that they visited more than one page, they dug deeper, or went through a conversion funnel, and then they exited. So when you see a high exit percentage, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because usually people do leave your site at some point. The number to be concerned with is a higher bounce rate, which means people aren't liking what they initially see. You have only a few seconds to get that first impression down, and if you don't do that, the visitor loses interest, which is all great information for you to determine if you need to make any tweaks or add more information or copy or images or delete copy or images as well from your site. A few spots I look on in Google Analytics is the map overlay. This determines geographically where a visitor is coming from. You can break it down from country to state and even to the city level. Depending on the type of business you have, if you're a smaller regional spot or if you have a larger district of a few states, you can determine whether you're getting the traffic to your site. I also look at top content. I'll show that next week where that is. This determines individual page information. If you have an e-commerce site, you have a few steps to take before you make a conversion. And if there is a page that is underperforming and preventing conversions from happening, the information you get can help you change the page and hopefully gain more conversions. You can also look up what keywords, both organically and if you're doing sponsored search, people are using to visit your site. And you can get all the same information, the bounce rate, average time on site, exit percentage, average pages per visit as well, to see how valuable of a keyword it is. If you haven't done SEO, you can optimize for certain keywords that are performing well. If you're doing sponsored search and you see that you're getting a lot of visits from a certain keyword but not a lot of engagement, they're not staying on site long, you can bid accordingly as well. And those are just a couple things that I look at when looking at Google Analytics and help me determine what to recommend for clients. And that's the end of part 1 of our Google Analytics discussion. Next week I'll be digging deeper and showing you exactly what I see when I look at Google Analytics for clients and determine how I make recommendations for them. Thank you very much for tuning in this week. I'm Jason Douglas, and remember to check this out on our blog, spydertrap.com/blog. Also check us out on our Facebook fan page or our YouTube channel, Spyder Trap Channel. Again next week, Google Analytics Part 2. Look forward to talking with you then.